Greetings, D2 fanatics. Real quick update on the D2 S8 here. Those of you that follow the channel know that I've been working on this, and it's been my hope to have this up and running and get it inspected because it's a prior salvage title. I need to haul this car to St. Paul, or so I thought, to have the car inspected. Well, as it turns out, the state of Minnesota is a little bit behind, and apparently there's a 6-month wait to get your car inspected in St. Paul. So that complicates things because I need to actually, I don't think it's legal for me to drive this car because I don't have a title issued for it. I mean, other than the salvage one. I do actually have insurance on it now, which is now apparently pointless because I don't think I can get this thing registered anytime soon. But I was talking to my body and paint guy, and he was the one that's telling me, I was like, oh yeah, do you have an appointment? I'm like, no, is it that big a deal? And he's like, yeah, it's a 6-month wait. So my hopes to drive this in the winter and rebuild the suspension on the Pearl car, which is in dire need of some help right now. Basically, so the only other option I have is to haul this thing to St. Cloud, which is what, like an hour from here, or to Mankato, which is similar, probably. It's maybe a little further, and try to get an appointment or get there really early in the morning and wait in line. Well, that's nice, but I don't have the ability, I don't have a truck or trailer to actually put this thing on and just go down and make multiple trips and just try to get in. So I'm using a AAA tow or something to get where I need to go. And I'm not even sure if I can get, once I get this thing inspected and signed off on, can I then drive it to the DMV? Do I have to like leave the car somewhere, take an Uber, go get plates, and then drive it home? Like, it's kind of a mess to deal with. But it's probably going to start today. So I'm going to flip the camera around. I'll show you here what we've been doing. So the last time you saw this, you probably did not see the front core support in place. And it is basically bolted up. Everything fits, which is good. I basically, when the car was in the accident, it crunched the tube here, but it didn't look like it affected anything back here. And so I was like, well, I won't know for sure until I bolt everything back on, and if it all fits and everything lines up, then we're good. And basically, everything is going on just like it should. So I think we've dodged a bullet there. Everything looks good. So this is back on. I'm just in the process of attaching a few of these final lines. I've got the two. Actually, I need to find the hose. So the hose that goes from this reservoir to here, I have somehow managed to misplace. I hope I didn't throw it away. If not, I do have some temporary stuff I can use. But, I like to be correct and original when possible. So that's one thing. And then I've got this fun issue with a lower AC hose, this one here. And I figured I was being smart. While this is apart, I was going to get some replacement hoses and update these. Well, this needs to go over here, like up to this point. You can see that. And when that happens, you can see, whoop, let me try that one more time. When that happens, you can see what happens to the hose. It gets severely kinked. And I've been trying all sorts of different routings. I don't know, I think I just need to dig. I know I kept the old hoses, so I just need to dig and pull out the original hose and see what's going on with that. If that's just a matter of that being an aftermarket hose and it sucks, or if it's actually, in fact, longer. So that's the other thing for today. But yeah, I think, I have one more sensor to put on down here as well. There's a little temp sensor, an AC sensor down there. So I'll do that, and then I can start the car, and then we have to do the transmission fluid fill, or the final fill process. And because the car will be warm at that point, I'm realizing that I need to raise this car up a bit higher than it currently is. I can get under it right now, but when we're talking hot exhaust and me, having to get under that and deal with the fill plug, etc., I think I want a little bit more room down there. So that's the other project. So we're going to try to get the thing up just a little bit higher. And then it will at least be able to be moved out of the garage. So that actually poses my next question for you. And that is, what do you use for car covers? If you've bought a car cover for your D2 S8 recently, tell me where you got it. And tell me what kind or what brand. And I'm looking for one that's actually decent as an outdoor cover that I can actually, preferably it has like the hook loops underneath so I can actually attach this thing, because it may have to sit out. If it's truly a 6-month wait, it's going to have to sit outside in the driveway perhaps, waiting for its appointment. And so if that's the case, I'd like to get it all cleaned up and get a good cover on it and kind of lock it down basically. I have one on my S4 over here, which I was going to actually put this one in storage somewhere, but the place where I stored it last year is now, well, more than double the price. So it can stay here, or if I really want, I can actually take it down to Iowa and store it there. For there's places down there for $62, $65 a month versus $150 to $200 a month here in the cities. So you know, I'm just not that. it can stay, it's fine. But this one, we got to get this one done and moving, and I hope to twist the key on it today. Today is Halloween, so it's either going to be a good trick on me or a good treat for me. Hopefully it all fires up and runs happily. I do think I'm going to pull the fuel pump relay and basically just crank it over a little bit first. And I may actually, if I can get a wrench in there, I'm going to try to turn it over by hand first, because I know it does turn over. It was, I'm trying to think, last time it started was maybe 8 months ago. But just want to kind of err on the side of caution, take it slow, do that a little bit, get some oil pressure, and then we'll see if she starts. And yes, I will definitely try to film that, because you'll either see me happy or crying and parting this one out. Thanks for watching. And again, tell me what your favorite car cover is if you bought one recently, and we'll go from there. Thank you.